All right, so today's October 2nd nightly recap. So this session I didn't take any trades, unfortunately, but there really wasn't a great setup that I could have capitalized on. Last session, we actually broke past the previous intraday or regular trading hour all-time highs, which was right at this 67.57 price level, right? You can see here yesterday's session, we broke past that green line and then we held it in the overnight session, and we put in a new all-time high here at the 67.82 and a quarter. So I really wasn't looking to short anything. In fact, what I wrote down was, ES showing bulls are, they remain in control. And my first scenario was to actually long the previous all-time high, which was at this kind of light green line right here, which obviously didn't work. But scenario 2 was to play longs at 67.44, which was a previous area of supply that had the potential to turn support, which obviously it did. It did work out. 67.44 is right here at this red line. We came into it and we rallied from it, but I really was not able to capture a trade within that area at all, really. It was just a very tricky action here. You can just kind of tell with those wicks there, and this. I'm sure a lot of sellers got stopped out here, and then it reversed to the upside. But I definitely could have also maybe have capitalized on this downward move, because this really was a good move, targeting this 2 hour. But the problem is, we're at all-time highs, and I'm just very cautious shorting all-time highs, because it's so it's just a lower probability to short at all-time highs. Let me check the volume profile. Here we go. So it looks like we tempted to get short here, ended up putting in kind of like a P shape, which means that, again, another day of short covering, right? Sellers tried to short and they got pushed back up, had to cover, and then a lot of the volume got transacted here. Same sort of thing that happened yesterday. The volume point of control is around the 64 to 66s area. So, and then we're putting in a higher one here in the pre-market session, right? So if it can hold here, hold VWAP, and maybe hold this, technically this previous all-time high break is an invalid area because price kind of sliced through it. But if buyers now want to defend that area, maybe they think that, okay, we do think it's a discount there, then that would be very bullish. So I'm going to leave it on there to see how they react overnight and maybe into the open. This level is definitely staying. Very nice reaction out of there. It's pretty much all I have. Some things that I wrote in my journal was that. So no trades today. Scenario 2 played out nicely. It was choppy though, I'll give myself credit. If I did take any trades there, I probably would have gotten stopped out because it looks very, very tricky. And the moral of the story with that is, like, wait for a certain... I do remember there was a low volume node that got formed on this aggressive selling, and probably would have waited for it to fill first. So probably fill there and then get long somewhere around here, and maybe this would have worked out actually. But I didn't stick around past like 10:45. So I can't really look at the order flow for that, at least on the book map. But It's sort of just one of those days where the move doesn't happen in the time frame that I like trading. So nothing you can do about that. And what else? Yeah, I'm just gonna be going into tomorrow not so married to a short bias because, we had a pretty nice sell-off here. So if the order flow confirms it at the market open, then I'd be open to playing shorts, but I guess not looking for any continued move. If I don't want to scalp, if I don't want to play a shorter move, then I might as well just not take the trade. So, and then also sizing down if I'm shorting would probably be the best. Yeah, and then waiting again, like I said, if there's a low volume node that forms off of aggressive selling or buying, and I'm playing a reversal and it's near a demand zone or supply zone, vice versa, it's best to let it fill the low volume node, which I'm sure it did here. I believe that level was at the 65s actually, or 55s. So probably filled it around here, and as it was filling, could have maybe gotten long with my stop loss below. Actually, you know what? If I got long, I probably would have gotten stopped out in this nasty wick right there. Probably. So yeah, the only way I probably would have gotten a good trade is if I entered over here. But what could have happened really doesn't matter. So just wanted to do a quick night recap so I can watch this tomorrow. Where is